afternoon, and welcome to the Happy Half Hour. I'm Leigh Kubin.
And I'm Sandra Priestley. Welcome. Happy Thursday. Welcome to our
Thursday.
podcast. I have a bit of a cold today, so I'm excited to see what comes through.
Okay.
I'm not formulating words and sentences well, but I feel like the power is coming back to me.
Yes,
So
yes.
I'm excited
You're approaching the vortex.
I am approaching the vortex, and there is no illness in the vortex.
No, none.
So let's see. I could be magically more masterful today. So let's see what comes through.
Okay, let's do it. What are you drinking?
I am drinking raspberry bubbly. And you know what I noticed? I've never noticed this before. I do not know why. But on the pink tab, it says howdy.
See,
Do you,
because it's
do you have it?
Buble. That's why it says howdy. Not that I can really imagine Michael saying howdy, but
Right. I
we do say
know.
that here.
Is it on all of these little tabs? I feel like it's not.
I'll have to go look at my grade. I have never paid attention, but I missed stuff. I missed the whole paragraph on that water, the killer,
Oh, the liquid death?
the liquid death. Yeah, missed the whole thing.
Yeah, well, I don't know. As it turns out, I don't know. It's like reading cans is my forte.
You love
I,
to read
but
cans.
I do, and I am like here for these little pink colored tabs.
Howdy.
I the small things really, really are exciting to me. Okay, tell me what you're drinking.
Oh, it's very exciting. I'm drinking raspberry water. In fact, I left it over in the kitchen, but it's in
Oh,
my little Wonder Woman cup.
oh, nice.
But I have had such a day, like a really, really good day.
Mhm.
And I swear I feel like I'm high, like I'm just on this cloud.
Oh,
And I'm
oh,
like, I don't want to put any alcohol in my body right now.
I
I need any.
What a cool conversation this is going to be fun.
Mhm.
I'm excited. All right, so tell me what happened today.
Ah, so much happened today. I mean, it was a magnificent day, but I've noticed this week how I've just been in an expectant, like to receive. Like I'm expecting things to happen. And I've been
Mhm.
meeting people and being introduced to people and having people go, oh, you've got to meet this person. You've got to get in touch with them and connecting us. I've had referrals from people for people out of state. It's just
Nice,
been a magical week and I've shown up for it.
nice.
And today was chamber day. So it was a busy morning. I had 4 hypnotherapy patients. I had 3 weight loss patients. Then I had this meeting that's 2.5 hours. So today has been like go, go, go.
Right.
And I get to the meeting and helping them set up and help and greet and doing all the stuff I do. And we have the meeting, which we had a speaker who was amazing. And he was just motivating, talking about how we lived our life and how we show up and how we make a choice every day. What's that choice going to be?
I feel like this chamber meeting that you go to,
It is the best chamber ever.
the best chamber meeting ever, because I got to tell you, when I was a part of the chamber, it was a snooze fest.
Oh, no, no,
There
no.
was never anything that I was remotely inspired by. It wasn't
Oh,
inspirational.
yeah.
But
I am surrounded
yeah,
by badasses.
really.
I mean, the people there, and that's what's so great. And someone was talking about that today. They come not for the referrals that they get, although they appreciate those, but they
Mhm,
come for the sense of community and the
mhm.
friendship that we have there. You just feel good when you walk in the door. They're friendly, they're fun. We're a little more buttoned up on Wednesdays lunch. You know,
Yeah,
certain when we get together for certain, especially daytime things, we're more buttoned up.
right.
But we will have fun at the nighttime events.
Yeah,
And they are. They're part of my family. But
cool.
anyway, this guy uh brings many of us to tears and in a good way. But he wraps up, and Tony gets up on stage, and he's like, now it's time for door prizes. And he goes through a few, and I never pay attention to door prizes. I've won twice in 15 years, and they were both CDs, and they were both Christmas CDs from one of the bands that plays at Fable Fest. Huge band. And I feel like that's always staged for me when I get it, because they are like, well, Leigh never wins anything, give her this. But he calls out 4 MVP tickets to the Austin Spurs game.
Okay.
Which is our basketball team here in Cedar Park. So I don't know what league they're in, but they're little brothers of the Spurs in San Antonio. I don't know if you know who they are.
No.
And I looked at the people at my table and I was like, I want those tickets. And he reaches in, calls out a name, wasn't my name. And I was like, that's okay. I can go buy the tickets. Like, whatever. Well, the girl wasn't there. So he goes to reach again, and I looked at my table mates and I said, he's going to pull out Leigh Kubin, just watch. And just as that came out of my mouth, Sandra, he
No.
pulled my name. And I'm telling you, it felt like I won $1 million. It was I just fucking did that. I was so excited. I was running up there like they were getting ready to give me $1 million check. And they were laughing at me because they're like, why is she so excited about but I was like, I manifested it. Totally manifested it. And it felt so amazing. And I'm like, if I can do that because I had no resistance.
Yes.
I wasn't desperate for these tickets. I knew I could just go online and buy these tickets.
Right.
But I allowed them, and it was just a moment. And it completely filled me with joy. And we had taken Easton to a football game last week. Some of our best friends, their daughter was a senior. And I don't know if I told you about this. And
no.
we went because it was her senior night and she was going to be out on the field. We want to take pictures and just support our friends and show up, for the daughter too. And all the way there, Easton's like, we're going to see a basketball game. We want to see a basketball game. And we kept going, no, honey, we're going to go see a football game. So we would get there and he's like, when's the basketball game going to start?
Aww.
And because I'm thinking I've got 4 tickets. I mean, obviously I'm going to take Paul. Who else should I take? Another couple? And then I thought, no, I'm going to take Easton to his first basketball game. And Lily can go if she wants to. We've got 4 tickets. Be a perfect little family night out. But let him experience that. And it just gratitude.
It feels, whenever I talk about or teach manifestation, the thing that is sometimes I think the hardest to grasp is that receiving, like that allowance piece.
Yes.
Just allowing it to come through. And it is very much like when there's no resistance and it just doesn't, there's no like neediness and there's no doubt.
Please.
Happens. I had the same friggin' thing happen to me one time. I was at a hockey game and I was sitting with, I think that Cole was on the ice actually. So I was sitting with Shay and my mom and Cam. And they had like this, just, you buy a roll of tickets and you just put some in each of the things that you want. And so one of the things that I saw was a Calgary Stampeders CFL helmet, like football helmet. And so I saw this football helmet and I thought, oh, I'm going to win this football helmet. And I put in 1 ticket. And I thought to myself, well, maybe I should put in all of my 50 tickets or whatever I bought. I can't remember. And I thought, no, because I only need 1 to win. I went back sat down and said, I'm going to win that Stampeders helmet. And Cam is like, cool, yeah, do it. And my mom is like, oh, I bet you will. And it was just this, like, you know, probably Shay was rolling her eyes or not even paying attention to me, but they're announcing all of these things, you know, and now they announced the Stampeders helmet. And I'm like, this is my helmet. And Cam says, better get ready. And they called my ticket.
Of course they did.
Like I was in a like an ice rink full of people that had put in for that Stampeders helmet. And so of course it was just like, ah, this is mine. I knew it, of course.
Yeah.
And off I went. But it was like, there was a knowingness
Yes.
that I was going to win it. And there was no resistance that came in at all. There was no self-doubt. Lots of times, you know, where it's like, I'm going to win this. And then, oh, fuck, I'm not going to.
Yeah.
Who the hell? Why am I?
Why would I win this? All these 200 people or whatever have put in.
Right.
Why would I get picked?
Exactly. There was none of that. It was just like, this is my helmet. I know it.
Yeah.
I'm going to win this helmet. What am I going to do with it when I win it? And then I did. And it was just this like whoosh effect, right? Like yeah, okay, they're going to, oh, here's the ticket. They're going to call the helmet now. And I'm just going to watch. And then I guess I'm going to have to go up there and get it. Like, I mean, I was already planning. Do I go up now, right after, or do I wait to the end of the game?
Right. Oh, yeah. No, I jumped up like I was on The Price is Freaking Right. Started running.
Thank you, Bob.
But we can do that in our life with other things than tickets and helmets.
Yeah.
And we can show up like that every single day instead of in this, what if things go wrong? What if this happens? Oh, she pissed me off. I'm so mad. I can't stand it. I don't want to go to work today because I don't have to look at her ugly freaking face. I mean,
right. I know.
We don't show up.
Yeah.
And we miss out.
Or we have moments. We have moments where we think, oh, I really would love this, or I'm going to win this. And then we spend like 9 minutes out of every 10 telling ourselves why that's stupid.
Yes. And we do that with business, when we're talking about money, when we're talking about maybe attracting the relationship or the house or the weight loss or the whatever. Everything. We want it. And then we spend more time. Oh, you can't do that.
Yeah. And safety, right? Just keeping ourselves safe. And the crazy thing, or keeping ourselves safe from disappointment even, or for failure or whatever. And the crazy thing is like, most of the things that we want, why would I need to keep myself safe from not getting? I don't need to keep myself safe from disappointment that I would not have gotten that helmet, because it was not going to be a make or break in my life. Right?
Right. Yeah.
I mean, truly. And the tickets, it's the same thing. But a lot of times we hold ourselves back because we don't want to look stupid. We don't want to feel stupid. We don't want to like just feel that disappointment. So we don't allow ourselves to feel the joy and the possibility.
And we ensure the disappointment.
True.
You know?
True.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to be hurt because I didn't reach that goal. So I'm not going to try. I'm not going to reach it anyway. Like, how stupid is that? Like when you think about it.
Yeah. So we're ensuring that we feel the dang thing that we don't want to feel.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
You know, I was working with a client this week, and she's really been, for the last probably several years, she's been struggling with having an idea and then kind of talking herself out of it, like having this kick-ass amazing idea, or me telling her, you know what you should do is and her loving it, and then convincing herself that she's not seen it anywhere. So she's not sure that it's going to work, or looking for, and I mean, the magic is when you create it yourself. But
Correct.
anyway, so like looking for evidence, or feeling like she's needing some other course or some other training, or signing up with, second coach or whatever it happens to be. And so in this circumstance, just this week, she got this amazing idea. And she said, I'm thinking that I want to do this, and I think I'm going to do it in this way. I said, that's amazing. You take action right fucking now.
Yeah.
So she did. And then all of a sudden she messaged me and says, okay, Sandra, I see this course and it's for the same kind of thing, kind of like I want to create. And so do I sign up for this? Like, I'm not really. And I said, no, you keep on the path. What the fuck are you doing? You don't need this course. You're going to do it on your own. You're going to do it the way that you're going to do it. And that's going to be the magic, because you were in the vortex and you got this brilliant idea. Roll with that idea. Don't get stuck rolling around in the dog shit in the bush.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
your distraction. Stay on the fucking path.
Delay. Yeah, that's all that is.
You know what happened?
Hmm.
Bang, 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 bang. She signed 5 clients.
Yep.
And they came out of nowhere.
Yep.
It wasn't like she had posted anywhere. It wasn't, they just started coming like referrals. She's not even sure. They just started purchasing off of a site she hadn't purchased, or she hadn't written on in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what happens when we just follow. It's like when we follow the breadcrumbs, or the message that God sends us, or the universe sends us, or spirit sends us.
Yeah.
Like, we start to see the success happen. It's like, oh, okay, you're finally listening. Thank you.
Yeah.
Here's your proof that this is what you're meant to do.
Yep. And it's amazing to watch it unfold.
It is.
And just watch the people show up.
Yeah.
I think today I finished 96 clinic hours of hypnotherapy.
Oh, I was like, in one day? What?
No. But I mean,
like in total since you started.
And the goal is to get to 100, because I can go through some more credentialing once I get 100 hours under my belt.
Okay.
And I'm just scratching my head going, how did that all happen? And it was because I just showed up, and I just started, and I listened, and I acted. And, when I'd get that nudge, do it.
And it has been like an eye blink of a time from my perspective. I mean, 96 hours is nothing to sneeze about. That's a lot of work. But at the same time, it just feels like you were just telling me, guess what I'm going to sign up for?
Yeah.
It literally feels like it was just weeks ago.
Isn't that crazy?
And I suppose it was just weeks ago. But yeah, it's just crazy.
Yeah. And I think I started this process 6 months ago.
Really? Okay. It really does feel like 4 weeks ago.
I know. But these 96 hours have happened probably in the last 6 weeks.
Wow.
That's a lot. It took me a lot longer to get 100 coaching hours than 6 weeks. I'll tell you that.
And you know what I'd like to say too to that, just as it's popping into my mind. The majority of women that I work with will say, I'm too busy. I can't do this. I would love to do hypnotherapy. I would love to be an NLP practitioner. I would love to be a coach. I would love to go to the gym. I would love to journal, but I don't have time.
Okay.
And what's interesting though, is that it's amazing, because when we find something that just either fits us like a glove or enhances our life or just is part of who we are at the core. You know, it's like
Yeah.
what we were meant to do or who we were meant to be. When we do that, it's energizing.
Oh, for sure.
That it feels like we've got all the time in the world. We're not disappointed. In fact, we get way more energy at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Whenever I'm on this podcast, whenever I'm coaching, it doesn't really matter. I feel so much more energy when I'm done
Mm-hmm.
because I'm doing something that I love and I'm doing
Yes.
something that just fills my soul.
And that's the goal,
It
right?
is. Mhm.
Not, it doesn't even necessarily have to be about our job, but we need to do things like that that feel like that every day.
Well,
That's our magic.
a client of mine said one of the things that just is so energizing to her is decluttering.
Mm,
I'm thinking, okay, I mean, you need to do this more than like not in her home, but for other people. She said she loves to do, and I mean her own home too, but she
right.
loves to do this for other people. She loves to just get in and dig around and help them declutter and help them feel better in their own homes. And I'm thinking, what a cool job.
Mm-hmm.
Not for me, but for her,
Yeah.
what an amazing job. And what an amazing way to help other people too. You
Clearing
know,
all that
and
energy out.
right.
Yeah.
And just helping people feel better and feeling better yourself while you're doing it.
Yeah.
How awesome. And it's energy giving.
Mm-hmm. And you're giving them a new life in essence,
Yeah.
because when you get all the shit out,
Oh,
you
yeah.
free up the energy
Yeah.
and ideas are born.
Well, so interesting. The client of
Mm-hmm.
mine who had this idea and then stayed the path, and all of a sudden, all of these clients started to come out of nowhere. She did a huge deep clean on 2 areas of her home.
Oh,
One was wisdom, self-knowledge.
okay.
Where'd the fucking idea come from?
Yep.
And the other one was wealth,
Interesting.
isn't it?
What's going to happen when she cleans out helpful people and travel?
I know.
Mm,
It's like the coolest.
yeah.
Love feng shui.
Wow. Well, we're going up to Florida for
Oh, you
Thanksgiving.
are? Oh, cool.
Little last minute trip, and Logan's not going to know what his schedule is going to be around Christmas time,
Mhm.
and he won't know immediately. So we're trying to get a visit in around the holidays. We were thinking early December, but he's like, I know that I'm available this weekend, and I've
Nice.
got Thursday and Friday. And if I do have to go in Friday, it won't be for too long, and you'll still have Mona and Maria. And I was like, you know what? If Lily can get off, we're in. Count us.
Nice.
So, of course, Lily got off. So we're leaving to go visit. And go
So
ahead.
Lily and Easton are going as well?
Yeah.
Or staying? Oh my gosh, how cool.
Uh-huh. So we get to take that baby to the beach. He's never been to a beach. So, I mean,
Oh,
it's going to be really, really cool for him. But that map that we made Logan a few years ago,
mhm.
there's not a wall in his house that's big enough to fit it.
Oh, no.
But they love it and they want to keep it for when they land somewhere
Yeah,
permanently, like when they buy their house, their next house,
right.
they want to have a wall for it. And so when we were moving him in, I said, you know what? I almost wanted to open up the truck when we got home and just pull this out and leave it at the house. I said, but I couldn't get to it because it was behind a bunch of stuff. There was no way I could get it out.
Right.
And so I think we're going to pick that up and bring it home to store it for them until
Right.
they get situated. And I
Okay.
think that I'm going to put it in our journey area.
Oh,
Representing the world is our territory.
I love it.
I'm beyond excited. So that's our game room.
Yeah.
So that's where we have our deep conversations. We
Mm-hmm.
play in there, we laugh in there, we sing in there. Because when we're playing pool, music's always on.
Okay.
So the energy in that room is such that I feel like bringing that into it.
Uh-huh.
And then
How
it'll link it to our wealth.
nice.
Because
And
we've
yeah,
got this, we've got
because
the
you'll have the
same.
two things linking with tokens. Yes.
Yep. So
Nice.
how cool is that?
That
Okay.
is
We're
so
almost out
cool.
of time, but I have a quote I want to share.
Okay.
When you came out of the storm, no, sorry, start over. When you come out of the storm, you won't be the same person that walked in. That's what the storm is all about.
Mm-hmm.
But don't we forget that sometimes?
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of times we're going through the shit,
Mm-hmm.
and instead of going, oh, this is here to redirect me, to get me to stop and say, what are you focused on? What do you
Yeah.
want?
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe I'm going in the wrong direction. Maybe I need to adjust my core. Like there's so many things,
Mm-hmm.
but we get stuck in the fucking storm. And it's raining.
Yeah. Why did
And
this have to happen to me? And a lot of times too, even I'm hearing this in my ears right now, but you know how like when people say, why did this have to happen to me? And then everyone says, well, it's happening for you. And I just have this, I don't know, it's just coming into my ears right now, but it's like, it was intentionally placed in your path.
yeah.
Not just it's happening for you to shift, it just happened to happen. And now you're going to shift. It's like, no, it needed to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
I've started to be in that energy a little bit more lately. It's like the things that have been placed in my path recently needed to happen for me because I needed to remember how it felt to go down that rabbit hole of despair and how my clients feel. Like I needed to feel it again because I feel
And
as
come out of it.
and come out of it
Yeah.
and use my own shit to get myself out of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was such a gift, is such a remembrance.
Mm-hmm.
And it needed to happen so that I could show up for my next course and my next clients way more powerfully. And what happened was a total shift
Mm-hmm.
in the way that I am going to be teaching this next program, like a complete shift.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is shifted because I needed to remember.
Yeah.
I needed to remember what it was like and how to pull myself out, you know?
Yeah. But
Mhm.
when we have that awareness, when we're in the middle of the storm,
Yeah,
it makes the storm more bearable.
it does.
And
Yeah.
it's less about why did this happen to me and more about, okay, what's my next move?
Yeah, it's more about, yeah, and the gift that it actually is, right?
Yeah.
I there was a quote that I read. I was in a course and someone had like the I don't remember what it was talking about, when shitty things happen.
Mm-hmm.
And someone in the comments had placed that their very favorite quote is, God, don't let my suffering go to waste. And I thought, wow, okay. I mean, it seems like a real kind of I don't know, negative, negative statement. But I think too often we get into this place where it's like, why is this so hard? You know?
Mm-hmm.
And that sentence makes me think, oh, hey, like all of this is for a purpose. And all of it is for an amazing purpose. And that's what I took out of the quote. I thought it was so amazing.
But we don't have to suffer through it.
No, and I guess I don't take it as suffering either.
Okay.
I mean, like hardship or difficult times. That's kind of how I took it, not like crawling on the floor, barely able to make
Got
it.
it. Okay.
But, like suffering in some type of way.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was, I just, it reminded me of like, okay, like when we go through hard times, let it not go to waste. Let me use this in some productive,
Let
amazing,
it change
beneficial
me.
way.
Yeah.
Let it change me, let it change others. Like, let me use this for greater good, you know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I love it. And on that note, we're out of time.
We are.
I don't know
Wow, that
how it went by that quick. Thank you, Sandra. This was awesome.
you.
You seem to be feeling much better now.
I am. I
Thank
think
you
I could
guys.
string some words together.
Yes, you did. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you next Thursday on the Happy Half Hour. Bye.
Bye.